What if I told you that acting poor could be your ticket to becoming wealthy? Have you ever wondered why some people who seem to have less end up with more? How can acting contrary to what we believe about wealth actually lead to financial success? In the late 19th century, industrial tycoon Andrew Carnegie, despite his immense wealth, chose to dress modestly and live frugally. His focus wasn't on impressing others with opulence, but on investing his resources wisely. What if the key to wealth isn't in what you display, but in what you accumulate? How can adopting a mindset of strategic frugality transform your financial future? In this video, we'll explore unconventional strategies used by the wealthy to leverage the power of appearing poor. You'll discover actionable tips to implement in your own life, starting today. By the end of this video, you'll gain a new perspective on wealth building, learn practical techniques to save and invest effectively. If you're serious about building wealth and breaking free from money problems, hit that subscribe button. We've got powerful content lined up to fuel your journey. All right, number 1. Live like you're broke, even when you're not. Many of us get it backward. The moment income increases, lifestyle expands. They move into bigger houses, buy fancier cars, and spend like money will never run out. But here's the truth. The rich stay rich because they don't act rich. They delay lifestyle inflation. They live like they're broke, even when they're not. Here's where most people mess up. They equate high income with permission to overspend. They forget that income is not equal to wealth, so they rack up in credit card debt, chase luxury, and never invest. The result? They look rich but are financially fragile. No emergency fund, no investments, just shiny things and stress. When you live like you're broke, you create the gap between what you earn and what you keep. And that gap is your wealth-building machine. A man earning $250K per year who spends $240K is poorer than a man earning $80K who spends $40K. One buys image, the other buys independence. Number 2, use humility as a weapon in negotiation. People think negotiation is about puffing your chest, flashing your success, and flexing your worth. But the smart ones, they do the opposite. They stay quiet, humble, even slightly underestimated. Because when you act like you need the deal more than you actually do, you gain control. The person who talks less, listens more, and appears to have fewer options holds the real power. That's why the rich often act poor. It gives them room to negotiate like every dollar counts, and guess what? That mindset builds millions over time. People who appear modest or financially restrained are 3x more likely to get favorable terms during salary and business negotiations. Stop revealing your lifestyle. Stay calm, ask more questions, and when needed, use phrases like, "That's a bit over my budget," or "I was hoping for something more reasonable." These subtle shifts can save you $5,000 to $20,000 across car deals, rent negotiations, salaries, and business contracts. Would you rather be the person who looks rich but overpays for everything, or the one who seems average but walks away with a $10K win every time they open their mouth? Number 3, eat like you're budgeting, even if you're not. Anish owns a hedge fund. Net worth? $42 million. Lunch? A $9 burrito bowl he eats 4 times a week. He says, "Why complicate food when you can simplify success?" Americans spend over $3,600 a year just on eating out for lunch. That's $300 per month you could be investing. In fact, skipping one $10 meal per day could result in a $75,000 difference in your portfolio over 20 years with compound interest. Mistake most people make is they treat food as entertainment, not fuel. Adopt a simple meal strategy. Cook more. Track spending on eating out. Simple meals reduce decision fatigue. Eating cheap doesn't mean eating bad. Let's now flip the script to relationships, because how the rich handle social status is radically different. Number 4, choose friends who don't care about appearances. If your circle cares more about what car you drive than what you're building, they're costing you your future. Too many people stay broke not because of income, but because of peer pressure disguised as friendship. Over 73% of people admitted to spending more when in the company of friends who value appearance and social status. The worst part? You don't even realize it's happening. Subtle comments like, "You should upgrade," or "Why don't you get something nicer?" slowly push you into buying liabilities instead of assets. In Atomic Habits, James Clear writes, Your outcomes are a lagging measure of your habits, and your habits are shaped by your environment. That includes your friends. Hang out with spenders, you become one. Sit with investors, you'll start thinking long-term. Most people make the mistake of confusing fun with progress. They chase social validation and drown in debt, buying $1,200 iPhones on a $40K salary just to stay relevant. But when you choose friends who don't care about your shoes or your selfie game, but push you to save, invest, and learn, you build silently, powerfully, and permanently. If your circle drains your wallet and your energy, it's not your circle, it's your cage. Number 5. Shop like you're broke, even in a designer store. Once, Julia walked into a luxury outlet store wearing an old college hoodie and sneakers. She browsed calmly, compared price tags, and asked if any discounts were hidden. A salesman whispered, "There's a private clearance rack in the back." She walked out with a $480 coat for $92. Be low-key. Don't reveal your buying power. Never rush to buy. Timing saves money. Would you rather look important while overpaying or look average and walk away with a steal? The less status you signal, the more control you hold. Patience and restraint beat impulse and prestige. Speaking of status, there's a strange but powerful rule that rich people follow when it comes to social media. Number 6. Go quiet on social media while you build in silence. In today's world, we're obsessed with broadcasting every move, the car we drive, the trip we take, even the food we eat. But here's the truth, most won't tell you. The loudest people online are often the weakest offline. Real builders go quiet. They're not focused on showing, they're focused on stacking. The wealthy? They know attention is a currency, but discipline is the bank account. They disappear from the noise so they can compound in peace. Get obsessed with your goals. Remove the need for validation. Social media is the biggest killer of creative potential. When you unplug, your results explode. Want to grow? Start building offline and let success leak out later, not through your posts, but through your portfolio. A student deleted TikTok for a semester and used that time to study investing. She turned her $1,000 savings into $4,600 in ETFs by the end of the year. The more you post, the more you pause your progress. Go quiet, go deep, go build. Let your success echo, not your status updates. Number 7. Furnish your house slowly. Not to impress, but to multiply. What if your empty living room today could be the reason you retire 10 years earlier? People rush to complete their house the moment they move in. New couch, big screen TV, ambient lighting, $300 wall art, matching cutlery, and of course, a $2,000 coffee table that's mostly used to hold unopened Amazon packages. But here's what the 1% know. Every rushed furniture purchase delays your financial independence. The average American spends $8,176 furnishing a one-bedroom apartment, and usually does it within the first 90 days. Why? Not because they need it, but to look settled, to feel successful. But those who act poor to get rich delay this temptation. They furnish slowly, intentionally, investing in assets first, ambience second. The mistake people make? They see furnishing as a status update, not a strategy. They go into credit card debt just to make their living space Instagram-worthy. Then they're stuck paying off depreciating items while their investment accounts sit empty. The smart way? Buy the basics, save the rest. Use that $2,000 couch budget to buy shares of an S&P 500 ETF. Historically, that $2,000 would grow into $5,348 in 10 years at an average 9% return. Let your house grow with your wealth, not your ego. The rich don't pretend to be poor because they lack money. They do it because they own their power. And now, so can you. If you found value in this video, hit that like button, subscribe to You're Wealthy, and share it with someone still stuck in the status trap. This is more than content, it's a movement. And you're already ahead of 95% of the world just by watching this. Our wealthy discussion will continue in the next video. Until then, keep building wealth.